with our horror discussion. A new Friday the 13th game was announced just this week. And this is something we've been following for a while, Jared. This is what was previously going to be Summer Camp.
Slasher Volume 1, Summer Camp.
The first in a series of slasher video games. They obtained the license for Friday the 13th, and they're turning that into a Friday the 13th game.
Yeah.
And launching a Kickstarter, which I think is a little odd. But yeah, that launched this week, and the game is planned for a fall 2016 reveal.
Yep.
Did you notice today what their Kickstarter's up to?
They're almost halfway.
Almost halfway.
Yeah, they're about 300,000 out of about 750, which is what they're shooting for. And Kickstarter-wise, for a game of this scale, it's actually a fairly moderate goal. So I think they got a good chance of making it. They've got a large number of backers. It was 4,000 some, I think, last time I looked, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh yeah, they'll make it.
And this will be for PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and it'll be. Kind of evolve with Jason. That's the vibe I get.
Asymmetrical 1 versus 7.
And I like that idea. I love it. They were talking, and Eric Goldman talked to him down in LA, along with Kane Hodder and some of the other people from Friday the 13th, Sean Cunningham, the director of the original movie. And they said, in the playtesting, people plan very carefully as counselors. Then Jason pops out, and it's like lights going on and cockroaches. People just sometimes panic.
Really?
And yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so you could do the same thing by just modifying the original NES game.
Oh, well, I mean, I panic whenever I plug the original NES game.
One person
in.
could be Jason.
Yeah.
And then there could be
several
people.
other counselors.
And all of them
never know where to go.
Zombies, though.
You'd all scramble as soon as Jason comes.
All of them would be useless except for Mark. Because Mark's the only good counselor.
What's your one pro tip for going back and playing their classic Friday the 13th?
Get the knife as soon as possible, because you get the arc of the rocks over their heads, and get Mark. Save Mark for the boss fights.
Game help right there. Then I did that, and I got further than I've ever gotten in that game.
Is anybody going to want to play as any of the counselors, or is everybody just going to want to be Jason?
They must have like a lottery system though, like.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't know. It just feels like, and I also
I want to be the geek. That'd be cool.
I'm skeptical that Friday the 13th can pull it off, although Evolve did, just in terms of balance. Like, how do you... The 7, since it's 7 versus 1, the 7 have to be so much weaker, but how do you still give them a fighting chance?
Well, actually, the way they talked about it, you may not even cooperate. The counselors will not necessarily be working together. Like, some of them may just be survival or
throw
escape.
somebody under the bus so that they can escape themselves.
Exactly. So
hamstring the other counselor so that you can escape.
Well, I imagine
that's actually pretty brilliant.
There used to be this game called...
like figuratively hamstring, or literally.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, a game years ago, there was a Quake mod called Predator that was based on the movie, and it was a bunch of Space Marines and one Predator. And the only way to become the Predator was to kill the Predator. The only way to score points was to kill people as the Predator. So maybe it'll be like Last Man Standing becomes Jason.
I actually really like the idea that the 7 counselors can choose to work together to take Jason out, or turn against each other and win by being the last one to survive.
I think that would be a great mode. And they haven't been definitive, but they've hinted that you may not necessarily be working together. So I like that.
There's different ways to survive. If you can make it to a phone, you can call the police. If you can make it to a vehicle, you can escape.
Cool.
That's
and then there's going to be lots of, kill scenarios for Jason.
Yeah.
They're bringing in Tom Savini, the makeup effects artist, to help plan these kills, which I think is pretty cool.
Do you think they're going to have like 7 unique characters like Maniac Mansion?
Oh, I'm Bernard. Dibs on Bernard.
They have like the geek, and they have like the sorority girl. It's like Goonies.
Yeah, I was
thinking Maniac Mansion.
I would totally expect the counselors to have classes or special skills and that kind of thing.
Man.
They also have Kane Hodder, the most famous actor known for playing Jason too.
What's he gonna do?
He's doing motion capture.
Yeah, he's doing the mocap.
All right.
You think it's just
you just
PR
have to stand there.
Upload? Yeah. He has the intimidating
stand there and breathe.
I mean, props and all credit due for authenticity, but it feels a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kane Hodder's my favorite Jason. I feel like he brings... Jason's scarier when Kane Hodder's playing him. He's just got that kind of that shoulder thing. He's just like that rolly kind of breathy thing. It's frightening.
I wonder how they keep it fresh. There's only one location, right? There's just Camp Crystal Lake. So
that's what we've seen.
Well, but that's where Friday the 13th takes place.
My friend, what about Manhattan?
You think they're going to set a level in Manhattan?
I hope so.
What about space?
Space, there's that too.
So there's going to be different levels, and then there'll be hell.
Yeah, there'd be hell. There'd be hell. Yeah. There'd be that cruise ship. They went to Manhattan Inn.
The cruise ship one's so bad.
I don't think that was a cruise ship. I think it was like a yacht.
I don't know. It was kind of weird that they went from a lake to Manhattan. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened.
Yeah.
Like
a channel.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the Erie Canal.
And the guy that ran the yacht, he's kind of like a nautical. I mean, he's like in a full captain uniform, and it's weird.
All captains dress that way.
Do they? Oh,
Yep.
you'll be able to unlock multiple Jason character models from the classic films, as well as additional camp counselors with their own unique stats and traits.
There we go. Mark forever.
A lot of the commenters on our IGN article were disappointed that it's a multiplayer-only game.
Oh, I'm fine with that, actually.
Maybe one of the 4 DLC packs will have single player.
No, I like the idea of this as a multiplayer game. I'm great with that.
But you don't want to talk to people.
No, I don't. Well, if I'm Jason, I don't have to. I just kill them. I'm way more comfortable killing people than talking to them.
Yeah, the 1/8 of the time.
Would you like to look at the camera and say that?
I'm way more comfortable killing people than talking to them.
Right,
see, that's why you should watch Game Scoop on video
Yeah.
and not just download the audio podcast every week.